welcome to episode 10, II, part 2. In this episode, I'll be cutting out some Perspex discs, the blue discs that go on the end of the iconic Dalek eyestalk, and I'll be doing a bit more on the eye as well. In II part 1, I tortured people with this intro. But then I felt cruel, so I won't do that again. In part 1 of I cut out the main stem of the eye stalk from a piece of 25mm aluminium tube, and on that some rings of 32mm Perspex tube cut into rings, which will separate the discs, the blue discs, which I'll be making in this episode, and a short length of aluminium tube, the same diameter, 32mm, as the Perspex, which just sits between the Perspex tube and the pivot. So I'll start off today cutting out the blue Perspex discs that sit near the eye end of the stalk. If you're like me, or probably most people, your drill press is set for a mid-range speed and it rarely changes. However, I've drilled lots of Perspex or acrylic sheet, and you really need a slow speed to prevent it from cracking or chipping or little swelling hot spots around your drill hole. So I'm actually going to the trouble of changing my drill speed. Here I'm just doing some test drilling to test the speed and to get a feel for it for drilling the Perspex. That's a clean hole. It's real good speed. Looking at the shavings, it's not melted, it's not too flaky. It's really good speed for drilling Perspex. Now, I got the center hole done. So this is an unusual hole saw, this one, because it comes with two pieces that it's back to front. You can see here the cutting edges are spikes. There's a waste side and a good side to them. Make sure I get that around the right way, otherwise, because I want the outside of the disc to be the waste. Now these slot in there and they adjust. There's one for each side, which seems a little awkward because it's going to be hard to get them exact. Make sure I got the waste side on the outside of the cutting edge. Stick that in there. One now, that one. This side. Okay, I am at the drill. Should have it all adjusted well. Hopefully everything will be good. Let's do a try run, make sure everything's right there. Okay, let's go. Okay, seems to be working. I'll keep going. Bingo! Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty good. Damn, that's better than I expected. It's actually ended up a bit chamfered, I guess, but that's all right because I can stick that on the edges and that will work well. Perfect. That's a 70mm one. Need the second one of that size. So no adjustment necessary. You can just go straight into it, and here we go. Easy, easy, easy. number 2. Let's do it 70. Perfect. Alright, gotta be freaking happy. Alright, let's go on to the next size. Okay, ready to draw the next size up, which is 95. I don't have support under this side. I don't think it'll be a problem because of the way I'm drilling this thing. I hope not anyway. But yeah, if something else go wrong, I've got it live on camera for your entertainment anyway. So here we go. Easy, easy. There we go. It's a nice neat cut. Let's come back to 94. That's all right. Good enough. So I'll do the next one. I need to bore you with that one. Here I must have had a point or two. I don't know. I can't remember. But I lost audio in this section, so I don't know what I was saying. But I do remember this bit was a warning. When you've done a lot of drill press work, it's easy to get complacent and position your fingers near the drill bit. But if you do that near this hole saw, you'll saw your fingertips off. Here I'm rotating the piece to spread any misalignment or missize caused by the sheet overhanging the supporting wood underneath. Alright, so that's the big one done. Dimension check on that. We're at 103.5 instead of 102. It does not matter, really. Does not matter. So this is our stack we have now. These go on the eyestalk. The next step, though, it does worry me a little because I've got to drill this out to 25mm to go onto the stalk, and these go between these spaces. Right? There's not much to grip onto. It's a big diameter hole for a standard drill bit, or I don't have holes for that size either. So, and this one won't do it. It won't go that small. Yeah, I'll work something out as I always do. All right, cheers. That's the next step. You can see here that I've hammered in some clout type nails around the disc to hold it in place for drilling. Flip it over. Drill through from the other side. Dalek center. Easy peasy. This is working better than I expected, to be honest. That's just great. Really happy with the way it's going. Alright, size up for the next one. Next. I didn't double side this one, it just came out. That's good. Next one. This is a good shaving. Really good shaving. It's not melted. It's not flaky. It comes out as one piece. So that's how you tell a good speed for your Perspex. Done. Alright. Take them off. Get it out. There we go. Yay. One to go. Alright. Come on, ready to go. the other side here. Empty the spin obviously, and this disc is not 100% round, so it's pretty much wedged against the nails. Which could be a good thing, but it's not a problem when we turn it over, either way. Done. Yippee-yi-yay. Ta-da! Here we have, this is the stack, right? We've got clear tube in between the discs, all on 25mm pipe. This is a 32mm pipe, the same sort of diameter as the as this Perspex tube, all on 25mm pipe, which will bunch it all up together somehow. I'm going to have the pivot here for the eye and the eye on the front. And there we go. It's all coming together pretty nicely. Here I've just finished cleaning up the domes or the dome halves, I guess, for the iris. Just rubbing them flat with sandpaper, get them nice and level and even. So there we go. I've marked it, so I've got my line marked where it fits together best, if I can get it on the camera. Ta-da. Right, so next step, we're going to make a hole for the can end. I'm using a 75mm can to insert into the end of the eyeball for the front surface. Let's try and... that works. What I would like to do is make this a press fit. So I can pull the solid bit out to access the internals. Right. And I can look at upgrades. You know, it would probably be static to start with, a static eyeball, but I might end up with an iris, or certainly backlit is what the minimum I want to do in future. But right now, I just want my options open. So I just want this to be a press fit in there. So I've got to be careful with my cutting. I do have spares of everything, so I don't have to be super careful. But yeah, it's got to be a nice fit. I know what to do. I'll use my trusty platform again. It's already gone wonky. Already gone wonky. All right. Surprising how accurate that turned out, to be honest. Now the angle is the other thing to try and get right, because I want to be perpendicular that direction, not that direction of the cut. If I cut it with my Dremel here, ooh, yeah. I mean, if I was going that angle, it'd be all right. Okay, I need some thinking there. Alright, so I'm going to cut this at 45 degrees instead of perpendicular. cut it out. Don't know if you can see that too well, but it's done the whole plastic melting thing rather than cut. Yeah, I've just finished that off by hand. It's probably safer anyway, since I need to be really tight with how well it fits. Well, that concludes this episode. It's a bit longer than usual, and I did focus a lot on cutting out the Perspex discs because it can be a bit tricky, and the method I used was completely successful. This is my journey to live the dream. Come along with me on my build journey down the wormhole.